Hey guys, hope you guys are well. Today I just want to have a nice discussion. I just want us to talk about, the FX30. I mean, at the moment of making this video, I just shot a music video with the FX30 and it's great, I'm sure. So I just want to have a nice discussion about the camera and talk about why I actually enjoyed shooting in my music video with the FX30. So why I just go grab some food. So for me, the FX30, shooting the music video with the FX30, there were a few things which I actually noticed coming from a Blackmagic Ultra Mini Pro user. It's great. So it's a great camera. I'm still waiting to edit the footage that comes out with it, but just first time looking at the camera right now, it's just beautiful. And first thing that I noticed shooting with the FX30 is that the card, shooting with the FX30, the footage, the amount of storage that you need compared to Blackmagic using, I currently own the Ultra Mini Pro 12K. So coming from that side and using the Sony FX30 right now, I mean, it's just the size that the cards that you probably use for shooting is less. I mean, because obviously it's 4K and Blackmagic Ultra Mini Pro, I shoot SSD. I have 1 terabyte SSD on that, but just the fact that how it's not even, I mean, I shot a music video with with almost 128 gig card. And so guys, there's always this thing that people keep saying that the Sony FX30 is not good in low light. Come on, like, I think there's no way you're just going to take your camera and shoot pitch black without using any type of light. Even though you're shooting at night and you decide to shoot at night, I mean, and you don't use any form of light, you're not going to get the right shot. So the thing about it's not good on low light, I don't really buy it, because most of the cinema camera, I own the Ultra Mini Pro 12K, and this thing is not good on low light. But when you set up your light, that's when you actually see the beauty of that camera. Like, it's very nice. It's just very, very awesome. So yeah, I don't think you should, argue this thing about how the FX30 is not good in low light and all that. I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong. Like you're saying, you'll be getting the right footage. And then talking about the lenses that I'm currently using for the Sony FX30, I bought the crop sensor lens, the 11 APS-C lens, and the 15, and I have the 85 full frame. And yeah, I actually love the 85 lens. The videos you get from the 85 lens is so nice and so crisp that I cannot use it almost half of the shoot, and then I use it at the very close, but it's just nice to see that you could actually use it and you get some nice footage on that. But yeah, I'm happy with those 3 lenses. I think the lens that I would really maybe want to get is going to be either 45, so I can, if it's crop sensor, it will be 80, it will be between 75. But that's something I'm hoping to get now. You have to have a specific Sony card to actually shoot like the highest codec. But I don't I don't have the Sony cards, but I've got the nice card which actually allows me to shoot 60 frame, which then I'll slow it down to about 30% when I'm editing. and which will still give me that look of sweet, nice slow-mo. I don't think you should worry about trying to get the Sony cards because they are very expensive, but if you can afford it, yeah, go ahead, get the Sony cards. But I couldn't really justify spending so much on card, and why there are other things that I need to spend money on, so I couldn't really justify it. But yeah, I did get the 120 gig 28 gig card, which I really like a lot. The other thing that I kind of also like this is one of the deciding factor for me, which I actually picked the Sony FX30, is the great autofocus. Guys, I was using the autofocus on the music video. I haven't been so relieved and trust for any camera to pull autofocus than having Sony, this FX30 that I'm using, that I shot the music video for. And yeah, man, it's just how cool it looks. Like, I could track it. This camera can literally be on the artist the whole time, and even if the artist is moving around, it has a box on the artist's face which just stay on the artist's face the whole time. So like, there's just nothing compared to that. So with Blackmagic cameras, I mean, you probably could, I mean, yeah, you would need to put focus on that, and just it's a lot of work having to have a camera that cannot do autofocus. Yeah, I know people are going to say autofocus is not professional. Come on, guys, have you used Sony cameras? If you haven't used Sony cameras, that's why you'll be telling me that the autofocus is not professional. I don't, compared to an S10, kind of honestly don't think, yeah, there are people who can pull focus, but the Sony cameras is great. So the autofocus on the Sony cameras, I love. I'm going to continue using. It's one of the deciding factors comparing that to Blackmagic cameras. So yeah, I'm excited. Like that's the great deciding factor for me. And also, apart from the music video, I'm going to be shooting movies that will allow me to track anybody, even when they are running. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry too much that maybe the person is not in focus when I'm shooting with this camera. And how I like to shoot sometimes is I don't have too many crew on set, where you would need to have close to 100 people on set. No, I cannot shoot with limited crew, and just now reducing one person makes a huge difference for me. So that's too. And then yeah, the autofocus is great, you guys. So when you say autofocus on the Sony cameras are not, it doesn't make you professional, guys, please stop saying that. I think the only people who say that are people who haven't really used Sony cameras. I think you should try using Sony cameras, then you're probably going to change your mind. Like, seriously, you're going to change your mind and just, understand that, I mean, using camera that has good autofocus doesn't make you less professional. It's just another brilliant mechanism in a camera, which is much better. So guys, one of the deciding factors for getting the FX30 was the fact that the camera has the image stabilization. So I mean, there was even shooting this current music video, there was a part where in the shooting on the boat where I couldn't really rig out my gimbal, but shooting with just the rest of mind that I have, that the Sony camera has image stabilization, was great. So I literally went on handheld and checking the footage came out very well. So for me, the image stabilization is a plus. And yeah, I know there are people who still argue that, using image stabilization is not good, but still, I think I enjoyed it. I enjoyed shooting, you know, with the Sony FX30 for the music video, understanding that it has great image stabilization, that even though I didn't bring my gimbal, but I'm able to just shoot like that, you know, and I can still get the footage that I want, smooth footage. And so, yeah. So guys, if you're still trying to decide if you should get the FX30, I think what you can do is look for a rental company that rents this or hire this for a day or two. Just check it out, see if this is something that you want to use. But for me, I'm very excited. I'm happy with what this can do with the autofocus, with the shoots 4K at 120 frames and 60 frames too. And then the battery is good. You can input your load. The image stabilization in this is also good too. So for me, I'm happy. I'll keep shooting, you know, videos on this camera. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, and I'll see my other videos. And if there's anything you want to ask, any questions, please leave a comment and I'll definitely try to reply you. Bye.